How you doing, guys? Pretty exciting video for today. We are in New England Reptile Distributors, or Zoo Creatures, and we're going to go inside and look at all that they have, and then we are going to take a private tour of their facility. So hope you guys enjoy this.
Yeah, I know.
The black tree monitor.
Okay, we should get some Chinese milk. So cute.
I gotta soak it all in.
They're budgies. They're baby budgies.
I don't know what that is.
A budgie is a bird.
What are you?
They're like little colorful birds. It's super cute when they get feathered.
They're little babies.
Have you never seen one before?
I guess.
They're like super common pets. Screaming before.
The hedgehog?
Yeah.
Look at these hairless rats. That's not bad for 15 bucks for a hairless.
Wait, what is that?
What? Those are hedgehogs, and those are his
Yeah.
babies. The little pink things? Those are baby hedgehogs.
Yeah, but the things that are under the pink things.
More pink things? Oh, yeah,
I would have to say those guys are probably somewhere between 3 and 6 months.
The babies?
wow!
Oh, the babies!
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, I shouldn't have taken their cover off. I did not know that they had babies.
Whoa!
Those are like minutes old.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a cover right back on
I was
them.
gonna say, it was screaming a second ago. Not really screaming, but making squealing noises.
Yeah. Sorry, Mama. I'm gonna close this back up. We're gonna have to throw it back.
Oh my goodness, look
These
at
are
that.
fresh, minute-old hedgehog babies.
There we go.
Jesse, you want to name one?
Oh my goodness.
I want to keep one. I want one that stays that big forever. Look at the babies.
Anyway, why don't we get these guys too, sir? Mom, looks like we got 5.
Yep. Right there.
It's about 25 feet long. You find them in Southeast Asia. Whereas the most massive snake in the world is going to be the anaconda, which I believe there's one in here, but it's not fully grown.
It's the girthiest, right?
Yeah, they get like huge. So the cool thing about these guys is that a lot of people know them for their feeding response, but we learned that we could actually train them so their feeding response isn't so strong. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Mrs. Piggy out. She is about 18 feet long. She's an absolute sweetheart. She's a normal type. Something that's not my hand. So basically what we do is we go into the enclosures and touch them on the head with something that isn't our hand, and that lets them know that we're taking them out.
Piggy, piggy, pig. Can you imagine cleaning up that poop?
He gave us some yoga.
Yeah. Oh boy, did you see that?
Watch out for me real quick.
Huge.
Yeah, she said it's 18 feet long.
And she isn't shed, so I don't want to bug her too much.
Hey, piggy, piggy.
I know, Piggy, I know. So you guys can come up and pet her. She's really sweet, I promise.
She almost has like an iridescent, iridescent.
And that's because the size of her scales. It's made out of the same material as her fingernails are, but because it's got a black background, it's iridescent like that.
Wow. And how
Like
old is?
this lovely creature up here, you can see the iridescence very well on her because she's mostly black.
Do you know how? Did you say how old she was?
I think she's about 12.
Wow. Hey, Miss Piggy. That is crazy. She is huge.
Not the biggest snake in the room, though.
I can imagine. Do you know how many feet the biggest snake is?
Full 20.
Is it this guy here?
Yeah. That is the
That's-
longest snake in the room.
Is that the longest snake? Well, I guess it would be. In like the whole collection?
Yeah.
That's crazy. 24 feet.
Yeah, her and her are the two biggest that we have.
That's crazy.
And to see them a little more skittish and wild like you normally would find them, but with us, we're so far into the breeding of them that we can put our hands in the cage and they'll come right up to us. Like these guys they were born on the 10th of last month.
Oh wow. So they're fairly young.
Yes, and you can see that they're very well acclimated to humans.
That's crazy.
So you guys can hold them. You don't want to grab from like this because it's very predator-like.
Underneath.
Yeah, you want to scoop them up from underneath.
I don't know about these things.
It's okay.
They're perfectly alright.
Remember, no eels or nose. Okay.
So these guys, yeah, this is pretty much what you're looking forward to when you buy a N.E.R.D water monitor.
That's crazy.
Right?
And what do they max out at, lengthwise?
7. We have one that's about 8 feet long, but he's a giant baby. He's very fat, and we've spoiled him, so. He's like the biggest you will ever see ever at any time. Planning on eating him.
Oh boy.
It was about 10 years ago. And so we paid a little extra, had him shipped up here, and we rescued him.
Wow.
We estimate his age to be about 85 to 95 years old, give or take. But the cool thing is they have found one in the wild, dead, so they did an autopsy on it. When they went into the shell, they found a musket round. So it's like Civil War era when somebody decided to shoot it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? So they do get very... These guys in captivity while they're indoors like all year round. Everyone else usually has them outside in this giant natural habitat type situation, so it's like nothing's really changed. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a baby for you so you can see just how small.
Yes. How many eggs or clutches will they produce in a year?
I don't know, Luke. How many clutches does that female produce? One? One? Yeah.
About how many eggs in them?
I think this year we got like 17.
Pretty good
Anywhere
clutch.
between, or no, I think it was 14.
So this is a year.
They really don't get that many.
Look at him.
So this is a year. He's about twice the size as when he's hatched. So these guys are a cousin of, alligators and crocodiles, but they're a little different. You can see they have what's called a dog head, so they have like a brow of sorts.
Sorry.
They're a little more armor plated than a crocodile and alligator as well. If you were to move these scales on an alligator or crocodile, you'd have a lot more movement, whereas these are pretty firm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can we do the back?
Unfortunately not, because Fish and Game deems these very dangerous.
Fair
You
enough.
can only handle them if you're on the permit.
Okay. I like my fingers.
Yeah, right? Well, and at this size, he's not really going to do all that much damage. You'll bleed, definitely, but
Yeah.
it's more going to be a snap and let go than a grip and roll.
Can I get it?
In yellow, you can kind of see it as a tail. I know he's 50 Shades of Filthy. But the reason why we use him is, once again, he is the epitome of what a water monitor can be. We basically call him childproof. You can go up and pet him. If you want him to lick your hand, make a fist and go and put it in front of his face. He really has 0 cares in the world right now. No joke. Like, come up and pet him.
Let's do it. I will not say no. I've seen this guy on snake bites as well.
Yeah, like during our carnivals, we'll put a dog harness on him and let him run free. We're like, whatever. He's an absolute sweetheart.
He's like, you woke me up.
Yeah. Well, he sleeps most of the day.
Hey. That's right. It tastes like caiman. And you said about how long is he?
He's probably about 6 feet long. I know he's missing a portion of his tail. We do have one male that's a lot bigger than him. His name is Simon. He's about 8 feet long, but he is our fattest, chunkiest, biggest male, and he is like on the most massive side of the scale. Like it'll be very rare to get a male that big.
Nice. Incredible.
Yeah, Simon's been around for a long, long time.
And how old do you estimate him to be, or how old is he?
Zuki is, I want to say about 15 years old at this point. 10 to 15. Not exactly sure off the top of my head. But yeah.
Look, there's more. Another
Yep,
canine.
and then we got those are alligators.
Oh, okay, alligators.
Yep, unfortunately a lot of people end up getting alligators and realizing that they get very big and nasty, so Fishing Game goes, here, you have a permit, take them. So if you look at the difference, that's a normal one, and it's going to be a melanistic one, so it's all black.
Here, there it is. Nice, nice.
Alright, I'm going to be right back, I'm going to grab so you can see kind of what's fresh off the press for N.E.R.D.
Wow. What morph is this one right here?
I'm not exactly sure. Kevin's the mastermind behind all of that, but this clutch is the product between a yellow belly and Orion.
That's incredible.
How long will it take them to come out?
A day or two.
Yeah, they're pipping.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Handleable yet or no?
Yeah, you can handle it.
Yes. This one here looks crazy.
Yeah, it looks like we got some ivory and a leucistic.
Do you know what the Orion gene composes of? Or is
Not
it,
exactly off the top of my head.
Like, I don't know if it's...
I know some of the genes. I don't have all of them memorized. I'm not as good as Kevin.
Oh yeah, he's definitely had his experience.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but snakes are born with the belly button. So if you look right there.
No way.
Yeah, they have a little
That's
belly button.
so cool.
They suck up their...
Yeah,
like in
they're
sac.
the yolk and stuff.
Oh yeah, I think I did know that.
Is that one just normal? That might be like...
It's going to be something different.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't... Yeah, it wouldn't be normal. That's crazy. This guy. That guy is...
Yeah, there might be some other genes, but just the general label for it is yellow belly Orion. Yeah, and they're super sweet. Like, I have friends that can stick their fingers in their tegu's mouth and they won't bite. And there's one on Instagram called Winston, and he'll sit there and he'll like chirp at his mom, like he loves her to death. It's so funny. Yeah. Also the fun fact of these guys is they're one of the only lizard species that have this beaded skin that isn't venomous. Because it's usually indicates a venomous lizard.
Like the Gila monster.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how we can tell he's a boy? Yeah, those loving cheeks of his.
Do you know how old this one is?
He's probably about 8.
So he's full size.
Yep, full grown.
See, like, I've seen them as babies, but I haven't seen them full size.
He's
I didn't know.
He's a big old male.
I didn't know they stayed this small.
Yeah, and that's it. Like a lot of people hear 4 feet and they're like, "Oh my God, that's so long!" Like it's half the body.
Yeah. Does he have a name or no?
His name is Bart, Black Bart.
Ah, I guess it says that on his cage.
His girlfriend. You know they're venomous well before you're going to get envenomated. May it be colors, huffing and puffing, rattling, hooding up like a cobra. Because they don't want to use their venom to defend. It's useless. So any venomous animal, no matter how big or scary it is or how powerful the venom is, you can kill it the instant after it bites you. A puff adder, for instance, when it's born and it's about the size of my pinky, it has enough venom, which is just a drop, that's potent enough to drop an elephant. So, say if a baby bit you, you can still squish the thing and get to a hospital. So, venomous animals never want to just envenomate you, so that's why a lot of times people get dry bites. It's a warning bite. But anyway, here in North America, we have a Gila monster.
And you say they're venomous, but like, if you got bit by something like this, how toxic would it be?
Someone did get bit, and they explained it as being doused in gasoline and set on fire.
Oh, so that's not...
Cool.
It's painful, but you'll survive for the most part. If you have a bee venom allergy, you're a little more susceptible, and you got to get to hospital just a little quicker. So a lot of people think that these bulbs on the top of his head are his venom glands. That's not true. His venom glands are actually down here in his lower jaw, and even then it's not really even a true gland, it's like a sponge. So he's got to sit there and chew and use the muscles around it to get venom up into 2 recessed cap teeth in the back of his mouth. So he's rear-fanged venomous.
Okay, it's like a hognose.
Yeah, but unfortunately because they see these guys and go, that thing is venomous, a lot of people in the wild will kill them on sight. Now, these guys are so slow. They can be quicker than they want to, but they're lazy. They're out during dawn and dusk. They eat dead things and eggs and like slow prey. They really don't do anything. But once again, because it's venomous, much like other venomous animals, they're automatically demonized.
Yeah.
But the reason I like talking about this guy is because he was one of the first steps in showing us how venom can actually help us as a species. What makes venom so dangerous is that it's a cocktail of a whole bunch of different peptides and proteins that mix together and will, you know, clot blood, kill organs, make you bleed out and stuff. So we found out that we can separate those peptides and proteins to make it useful for us. For instance, this guy, they found out if a predator gets bit by a Gila monster, the predator then indefinitely avoids the whole species. And they're wondering, how does this happen? What's going on? So they found out that when the predator gets bit, there's a piece of the venom that what it does is it reminds that, like when a predator sees this loving pattern of orangish pink and black, they remember that intense amount of pain that they felt, so they avoid it. So we've decided that we're like, oh, let's work with that. We took it, separated it out a little bit, and are using puffing, bluffing at you, or a quick bite. I mean, if you get envenomated, you're usually asking for it. There was actually an article in the newspaper about a gentleman who got bit by a water moccasin, and at the very, very, very end of the article, they said he was trying to kiss it.
That'd do it.
Right? So the rule of
Ah, wow. Yeah. I saw this one in the video.
and they're born like really cystic looking, which is really cool. And then you can get into the golden child cows, which have less yellow, kind of like this. Whereas the normal cows are going to have a lot of yellow.
He's just dragging it.
Here you go, Chelsea. Come here and get even.
He just wants to take a picture with you.
That's right. All right, you ready? Come on.
Yeah. All right. And you guys were the first to produce this, right? The only so far?
Some of my customers that I sold stuff to, I think just like this year, there's a couple being made right now.
Wow, that's incredible. Do you know what the genetics are behind this?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Do you know what the genetics are behind this?
Yeah, this is a Phantom Stripe, Orange Ghost Stripe, and a Golden Child.
Wow.
I like it.
That store.
It's not good for you.
Look at that.
Ugh, I don't like spiders. I'm taking a video through the store.
I'm just gonna look behind you.
There's a tiger. Crested geckos.
How was the tour?
It was really good.
That's good.
I got to hold the cow.
Did you?
I
That's
did.
awesome.
And that hedgehog gave birth.
Oh yeah, the hedgehog just gave birth to babies.
Oh, that's so cute.
The fish room. Here we go. This is the big sell for me. The lychees. And then you have some of the rodents down there. Guys, that is a quick tour of zoo creatures, part of N.E.R.D, New England Reptile Distributors in New Hampshire. And to end off, we're just going to go into the bird room. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed.